Alrighty folks, hello and welcome to Chicagoland Speedway. My name is John Theodore, streaming live at twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore. Recorded version of this broadcast at youtube.com/John Theodore. Thank you very much for tuning in. Going to be in the number 27, Corey Bush for Congress, Team A51 Pro, Chevrolet Camaro SS. Going to get qualified here. We are currently third in the point standings. 20 points behind the points leader, which is Seth Hatchel, and we're 10 points behind Chris Simard. So we got 4 races left to try to improve where we are in those point standings, and definitely need a good race tonight to help us with that. So we're looking to have a really strong showing here. Mike should be joining me in the spotter stand. He's helping out one of my teammates who's having a technical issue with his pedals. So he may or may not be in for the actual green flag here.
Green flag.
We're going to go ahead and try to get qualified as best we can. Nathan's connected. That's a potential good sign that he fixed his issue. We'll see. $29.84. That's not bad.
4.9.
Second quick right now. That's pretty darn good. Let's see what we can get on lap 2 here. But it probably won't be faster than that. Seth Hatchel out-qualified us. That's the guy that we need to beat. All right. Qualifying's done. Let me check the old Discord here. See if Mike's switched over yet. He hasn't. Yo, do you want me to drag in, or are you still helping Nate out? Mike? Hello, Mike.
Are you in?
Yeah. Do you want me? I gotta be in the podium.
In?
Oh, Nathan's not in. Nathan's not in here either. He's connected to the server though.
I don't know why he's not in chat.
He might be in the podium server. Let me check. Yeah, he's in. There we go. Okay. All right, cool. So we're good to go. Hopefully Nathan's able to make it. But we qualified second, so that's real good for us. Just make sure that I got the brake bias where I want it. I do. Everything should be good. First part's done. We qualified well. And now it's a matter of getting the race well. Put the qualifying lap up here. Pretty decent line. Could have possibly been a little bit better exit, maybe. But it all felt pretty good. Definitely could have gotten possibly a little bit more coming off of 4 there. But I can't complain. Second quick. It would be nice to have the lead and control of the start and that awesome pit stall out there, but we'll go, yeah. So Nathan's relegated to the 21 car. Rence hasn't qualified yet, and neither has Michael Jeans or Blake Griffith. Looks like we're going to have a pretty full field, so that's good. Good field count for both classes. 24 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30. Still loading in, Rents, 10-4. I got the multi-stream link up. So if you want to program a multi-command over on your end, you can just use the same link, just switch our names around if you want, but that's the multi-stream link if you want to use that. And we are close, very close to race time here. Oh, Nathan put in a lap third quick. That's pretty good. That's a good sign. So 851 pro drivers in this race. Me in second place. Nathan's in the 21. Over in the trucks, we got Aaron Rodgers, we got Brian Zimmerman, who normally spots for Aaron at NIS. We got Chris Carroll and Randy Wilkins, who are Chris is the driver, Randy's the spotter team for Road to Pro. And Davis Scheffler is also part of the 851 community. So teammates in both trucks and B cars tonight. V-Speed has kind of been one of our main competitors. That is Seth Hatchel, Adam Baker, and Chris Samard are all V-Speed drivers. So, oh, look at that. Michael Jeans bumping me off the front row right at the end of qualifying here. Interesting, interesting stuff. Dakar guy, pretty good, man. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got 1 minute left here until we get the race started. We'll go ahead back and we'll show qualifying from a different camera angle here. Not a lot else to show right now while we wait for grid. Sergeant Segoten, 8 months. Thank you very much for that sub, man. Really appreciate that. Racer 417, how's it going? So we are still on the leaderboard. We're 10th place on the leaderboard right now with 26 referrals for the pledge. So exclamation GLHF in Twitch chat gets my referral link there, and it's also down in the description below this video. So we're going to go ahead and get that started here as soon as we get on grid in a couple seconds. But yeah, any member of this channel who wants to do their part, do that small part of being
drivers, I just want to reiterate one thing that we did not cover in the drivers meeting. On the
better
initial
part of the racing
start
committee.
Or any restart,
I
when
pledge
you have to stay in your
to
lane,
be a good sport, whether I win or lose. To know that people online are real people and my words have real impact. To set a positive example with my behavior. To speak up against discrimination, hate speech, harassment, and abuse. To show integrity by honoring the rules, my opponents and my teammates. To stop, listen, and reassess if I'm told that my words or actions are harmful. And to respect others, even if their sincere opinions are different from my own. NEQ.org/take the pledge.
You got me ready? I'm in A51.
As well.
Welcome to the party. I mean, I'm
Hey, do you want me to drag you in, Mike?
disappointed in you, David.
Yes.
The admin said chat disabled. Relax.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Hey guys, I'm having some equipment problems here, so I might just be pulling.
Doing good.
Here, I'm gonna see if I can hang or not.
Yeah. Nate put in a pretty decent.
At your brake pedal when you can. Make sure it's not pushed in.
Congrats.
Yeah, Nate put in a pretty good lap
that
time there. Were you
thing,
guys able to get it working better?
He was like actively pulling the brake back, but I had him do a calibration trick that I think will work if you did it right.
Nice. Did you basically have him calibrate it with it pushed in a little bit?
The last time I saw it was like 88.
You got it, Zach?
Yeah, I think he. Yeah.
What up?
But I'm not sure that's what he tried last time, but
Not going below the white line on the restarts, but what about after the start-finish line? Can we go below there? Or is it off limits on a
all right, game phase time.
Yeah, man. I was really slow in practice, but I got
So you
third
wanna go
for
down there
qualifying, so
after
that's
start
pretty
finish
good.
line?
We should have good speed long run too, I think.
Cool, 160.
That final
laps,
stage of
fuel
Kansas was
window.
crazy.
We can go down there, right? So after the start,
Fuel
we
window,
can
I
go.
think, is about. I think when we
After
did
the
it in
start finish
practice,
line,
it was
we can
like
go down there.
59
So just
laps.
before
Caps
start
is
finish
saying
line, stay in your
54, but I
lane,
think we can
and
go
your
longer than
lane
that
cannot be
because
there.
the off throttle time increases as the
easy
run
enough.
goes along.
All right.
And I think that
long race,
definitely.
it gets loose after
Yep.
about 20-25 laps, so it's just it's hang on mode from there.
Yeah, just the main thing is like be careful getting to the throttle and try to have the wheel pretty straight when that's starting to happen.
Zoe, that's Chris.
All right, folks, the setup is made for 85 degrees or 83 degrees, so it's going to be loose early. This is the hang on to it laps. Once the temperature comes down, the setups will come alive, so it's just a matter of getting towards the end of the race. Stay out of trouble, and we'll see you near the front at the end.
Yeah, track temp, by the way, right now is 91.
Be gentle, folks. But
All right.
yeah, that goes for you too. It's going to be slick, real slick for the next.
All right, let's bunch it up here, drivers.
Yeah,
Good luck.
10-4. So we're going on green on
Remember,
this
don't
first
change
one.
your lane.
Yeah, don't change lane and don't go below the white line before the. Oh, there's the
Go,
green.
Go, 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 go.
That came a little earlier than I was expecting.
Still working by one. Still there by one. He's running even with him. Starting to pull him a little bit. He's at half.
Nate was
Still
a.
there at half. He's starting to pull up on you a little bit. He's at your door.
That was an aggressive move by Nate there on the start.
He's
That was
high by
nice.
two. Still there by one. Half. Looks like you still got it clear.
All right, so we're in fifth. 160 laps, long race.
Got the 56 looking low. He's got a nose in there.
Yeah, I was too
He's on
slow
the
through
apron.
3 and 4 there.
He's low by one. Still pulling you a little bit. Clear. Yeah, mind your line. Car high by one. By two. Still there by one. Half. He's running the white line. He's still there by one. Half. Still there, running even with you. Still got a nose in there. He's pulling you a little bit. High by one. High by half. High by two. Got a good run on him. Clear, clear, no run.
Nice.
He's looking high. He might have a nose in there because it's coming up.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yep, he's there. He's high by half. By one. By half. On the door. He's by one. Still has a nose in there. Take it down to the apron. He's on the apron with you. He's coming up by half. Door. Still there by half. Still has a nose in that down. That was close. He's pulling you a little bit. Running on your door. He's high by 1. By half. He's running the white line right now. He's coming up. He's by the wall. He's on the door. Still there. He's going to have to get out of it. Oh, wow, he held it. He's high by 1. He's high by 2. Clear, clear, clear. He's got a nose rack in there. Clear, clear. Give me a good, clean 1-2.
All right, that was fun. Thanks for that follow. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the family.
Yeah, I made the set to be snug but raceable, so at these higher temperatures, it's probably a little more racy.
It's real racy, man. You did a great job. Loose Wheel Gaming, thanks for the host. Mods, please give Loose Wheel Gaming a shout-out if y'all don't mind. Always like giving shout-outs to folks that either rate or host the channel.
You are clear by 2 back.
10-4. Just going to try to put some laps in, take care of the tires. I feel like this has a little bit of a long run feel to it, and see if we can close that gap down a little bit.
I guess we shouldn't have fixed your brakes because this ain't fair, Nathan.
I think he's driving angry.
Slow down.
You have to do what you can to take care of your tires because it's not long before they're going to want to kill you.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, we're on lap 10 right now. I would expect it to start getting loose around lap 15. A51 has
Up a lot better than I thought they would.
2 cars in the top 5 right now. We're going to try to make that 2 in the top 3 in a little bit here. That was a sloppy exit there.
I wonder if Rence missed the start or spun out or something.
Is he not in the race?
He's going to be the first one to go a lap down.
Oh, wow.
He's entering one as you're exiting 4. But mine's going in.
Yeah, it was a shame. We kept trying to coordinate a way for him to get into one of our practice sessions, and it just never worked out.
Link in there, Ron. Just so you know. Fine now.
That practice is invaluable.
So like Nathan's starting to pull the field a little bit.
Oh, Cody. I think that's because I'm probably not getting the additional resolutions. It's probably just outputting at 1080p 60 FPS tonight. I haven't had that issue in a while. I haven't checked that in a while. That's partners always get the different resolutions, but affiliates don't. I can try to kill the stream and restart it when I'm under the caution or next time I pit.
The folks in front of you look like they used up their tires.
Yeah, I've seen that. They've been very sideways. I think the 08 might have hit the wall at one point. It looked like he did.
Careful on that throttle, John. Looks like this is when it starts getting loose.
Yeah, 10-4 on that.
How are you truckers holding up?
Nah, I made bad moves. Got shuffled. We're hanging in there, though.
I just didn't... I wasn't up on it for the start there. I should have had a better start than I did. Yeah, they are all struggling off the corners now. Just ate up Baker on that straightaway.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't go full fuel here.
Yeah, a lot of times when the thing starts getting difficult to handle, that's when guys actually take it a little bit easier and race each other less hard, and you can get long range runs from that. Just had a frame rate hitch, but I think we're through it. It should be fine.
Nathan has officially checked out.
Yeah, he's gone. When I hit my line exactly right. Oh, there's a caution just as soon as we were talking.
What
All right.
happened there, Chris?
That was about to get real good.
Okay, start at 2.
4 tires and fuel, Mike.
Bring him back to Dover setup.
Mike is my spotter tonight, and yeah, he's
I didn't want to see that.
sort of working his A51's whole crew chief, I guess, too. Team manager.
That was fun, though.
Gerald's worked his way up to 6th.
Alright, folks, track temperature is 93 degrees.
That incident was the 43, getting loose coming down the track. First strike, EOL.
Don't give up so much room.
Start looking for your sign. 5, 4, 3.
Test 1, 2, test 1, 2.
1.
Chris, start copy.
Stop on the sign.
How's it going, Parker?
Crazy guy, how's it going?
Go
All
on,
right, so I'm
gentlemen,
gonna
it's your spot for
kill and restart the stream real quick. Let me know if you guys are... Uh-oh, that's not good.
What kind of pit stop did Chris have?
Seriously.
Man, getting into my pit stall is an adventure with this brake pedal. Oh man, we had them too, Jimmy. That's all good.
You didn't take 2, did you, Chris?
Uh-oh.
That's all good. It's still early. I'm just about to rear end you.
This is not good at all. I'm going to have to cut the video, and then we're going to recut it together. All right, we're back. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. All right. That was weird. But the stream's back up now, and the recording's working again, so I'm going to have to cut those videos
All right,
together.
let's get bunched up here, guys. Going great.
All right, here we go. Cody Seigel, thank you for that sub, by the way. Really appreciate
Man, you
that.
sound just like him.
Restarting lap 22. Restarting lap 22, make sure you got second gear.
I do.
Race car. go, 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 go. Got the 48 inside. Please low by 1. Low by 2. Still low by 1. Following you, the 6 is going to follow him. 6 is coming up on your door. Right on your door. Still got a nose in there.
Caution's out. Caution's out.
Tyler. Shit.
We're going to restart 5th this time.
Come to get used to it. I just lost my spatial awareness.
John, could you tell if I was clear there? My spotter wasn't saying nothing.
I could not.
I must even pit road, so.
That's why I hate being in the back, David.
Pace car, pace. Come out middle of the back straight.
Might actually be better for this that we're on the inside for this one.
Airways loose.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably my fault, I don't know.
Stand by, Chris.
Make sure you fix that, David. That damages everything here.
All right. Cody, if you're still watching, can you,
Caution is on
are
the
you able to
20,
tell me if the,
first strike, POL.
Is it
resolution's
supposed to be
working for you?
2 strikes for the, if you do it on restart lap?
I just made a bad judgment call coming across like that. I didn't know you were there. That's just me being a dumbass.
We got in the cars for that wreck yet. Restart, is that really just 1 strike?
Hey, John, isn't that
Stand by.
start and 2 strikes? I think it's 1 and a 1 lap penalty.
Yeah, I believe that's correct. He should confirm with the rule book. All right.
It'll buff out.
Guys, if anyone's watching, can y'all confirm with me that the stream's looking good?
Yeah, my apologies on the miscommunication right there. That was strike violation within the first lap of a restart within the first 75% of the race. It's going to mean an additional strike and a 1 lap penalty. 20, I'm going to need you to stay on pit road until you go a lap down, then you can rejoin the track.
Looks like Chris took some damage from that one.
Awesome. Thank you, Razor417. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was weird. So normally I can just stop and restart the stream, but I think since I have a recording going, I actually had to like shut OBS all the way down and restart it up. It wasn't letting me
I've never
reconnect,
caught
so
strike.
managed to do it
Such a retard.
without
We've all made those mistakes.
having any issues and still got restarted fine. We're running 5th. We had a caution on that last restart there. That was the 20.
Like singing right now. When you try
Which must have been really bad, as embarrassed as he seems to be in chat about it.
That's
So
a
we're
strike,
getting ready to
Randy.
go here.
I'm sorry, I'm feeling some Coldplay right there.
Restarting lap 26. 26.
Yeah, track temp's 90.
Don't knock the cold play.
EOL to the 51.
Track temp is 90, guys. All right, Mike, I'm
Hi,
getting
guys, it's
second gear
Ricardo.
here.
Joke's on you. They didn't give me the 51.
I got the number 25, and Chris got the... I'm rocking a Paul Menard 21 up here. I don't know why.
We're looking at 45 lap runs here, finishing 2 stops.
It's because Justice is the 31 and Baham's the 3.
Alright, let's try and get a good jump on this restart and
Yeah,
follow
10-4.
Nathan through. Restart. Go, 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 go.
Dang it. I was late on that again.
Outside. High by 2. Still there by half. Still has a nose in there. It's on your door. By half. Still there. Please run on the white line. He's coming up. Clear.
My God.
He's looking inside. He's got a nose in there.
Connection warning, Ryan Hill. Just be aware of people around it.
Still there. He's on the apron. Still got a nose in there.
White.
Clear.
That's the next door driver. I'll on the inside.
If 22 was upside down.
Connection warning on 22. Brian, over 1,000 feet. Please make your way to the back of the field.
They're talking to you there too, Jimmy. So.
This is intense racing on these restarts for sure.
Yeah. I didn't think the setup would be that good running side by side early.
Yeah, it's great, man. I just need to get up on the wheel a little bit better, but main thing is keeping the 0X and keeping the thing damage free.
So maybe check my math. I believe we have to pit at 71.
Okay. That's if we're going optimal and not running it long thinking that there will be a caution.
Having my math checked, but can finish it in 2 stops from here. Optimal is at lap 71.
Okay, yeah. 10-4.
That is stellar information.
He's in the wall. Might have been net code.
I think that was net code, yeah. I don't see any damage, so... And he didn't lose any speed. If he hit the wall that hard, it would have been ugly.
Yeah. Looks like Nathan is just pacing himself right now.
Yep. I'm kind of doing the same. If I get an opportunity to make a run, I will, but I'm more than happy to let these guys burn their stuff up for a little bit.
I almost murdered you, Seth.
Did chat confirm my math?
Thank you, Derek.
No. They haven't been working on it. Chat, you guys see the caps there. Can we get a confirmation that lap 71 is an optimal pit stop lap?
We restarted on lap 26. I believe it's 2 45 lap runs.
10-4. Sounds right.
Yeah, you're looking great now, Jimmy.
These front 7, it's like no one's pulling away from anyone. I just kind of missed that corner and gave them a little bit of a gap, but like, we're all right on top of each other.
Yeah, leader's pulling a little, but it's probably clean air. You 3 are according in with the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, sorry, Jake. I don't know how you're playing with all these D-cards here, Chris.
Derek, how's it
Not
going?
anymore, is it?
Aussie Sim Commentator, what's going on? Not going to be interacting with chat too much tonight, guys. League race, and I'm going to be really focused on hitting my line well.
Hi. I won. by half. On your door. Cleared. No run. Cleared.
Took advantage of that little mistake that he made there and got us a spot.
Give me a clean 1-2.
3. You're 3.
Looks like it's starting to get a little loose.
Yeah, the 6 was sideways coming off a 2 there.
Temperature's down to 91.
10-4.
That's the direction we want to see. Hey, you could throw a blanket over the top 4 now.
Yeah, I see that. I'm just going to work on the 6 and hopefully get by him while they're still all bunched up, because they should slow each other down a little bit running like that.
We're not in the truck. You could throw a blanket over them right now. To use that term a second time.
Yep. 8 just took the lead. That's not good for us. The 0-8 just give him the bumper? Corey, what's going on, my man? That almost looked like there was contact coming out of 2 between those two. Jeans is all over him. All right.
I guess in fairness to them, they are racing each other.
I gotta focus on hitting my marks. That lap was slow.
Oh man, they about wrecked each other there, Chris. You see that?
Nathan to 3rd. Not yet. Now he's there.
And it looks like he took a weird entry, so he might be battling someone low.
10-4.
Yeah. Yep, he's got that 3rd.
Oh man, now I gotta get around these V-cars.
6 is getting real loose. He's even getting loose on the apron.
Big setups don't drive you, you drive them.
Yep.
Nathan working for second.
Yeah. I think you were right. I think Nathan was kind of riding and letting those tires come to him, and now he's on it.
Yeah, you can see it all the way back here.
Woohoo! Nate got the bumper a little bit there.
Looks like he just got a little loose.
Jeans is racing real aggressive up there. Hatchel's checking out right now.
I think he got him. Yep, he got him.
There we go, yeah.
Go get him, Nathan.
Yeah, thanks. This stinks because I can't use my brake pedal. Like if I push it in as much as I need to, it almost locks the brakes up.
Oh, that sucks. That's a bad problem to have here.
Keep it high. Keep it high. They're both staying low.
That put us to 5th. Yeah, Gerald's all over the place.
On my screen, he just knocked that wall down.
Yeah, on my screen he just scraped it, but he was bad loose too, so... I mean, if he isn't hitting the wall yet, he's going to if he keeps driving like that.
You guys getting loose or no?
The B car's out on the ice in bowling shoes.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see if we can apply some pressure to the 6 here. People are loose like that, it makes me just want to get closer.
I think he's getting loose because he doesn't want you to get closer.
Right, but that's my point. It's like I just want to apply a little bit more pressure.
Yeah, he's getting loose on the apron.
Yeah, I think he's just he's sawing that wheel too much.
I enjoyed Mr. Feelgood a little too much. I think if you get to him, he's probably not going to put up much of a fight if he wants to live, at least.
He will. I know Gerald. He won't let me pass easy.
David, you run me down fast. I got some damage hitting the wall, but you're looking good.
I didn't really see much of a bobble out of you.
Yeah, I learned my lesson in practice, so I'm not driving it in the way that makes it do that.
I can't believe Nathan can't use his brakes. I wonder what happened there.
It's probably because of the way that he short calibrated it, is that when if he pushes it in to the point where it's activating, it's too much.
Yeah, but that should be where it starts to. I don't know. It might be different with the load cell.
Yeah, I don't know. Cody, I'm glad it's working for you, man. That was a little bit of a step out. Oh, goodness. Cody with 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, my man. Really appreciate that. Let's get some major sub hype in there, guys. Everyone's got the new sub hype logo. Use them. Emote, logo, whatever. I gotta drive. He's just sideways coming off of 2 every lap. I want to get by him because I don't want to hit him. There we go.
Something happened to the 3rd place.
Like I said, he's not going to just let me by.
Might not have much choice. You can barely.
There goes Baker.
Stay high, car low, clear. The setup, in addition to getting better as the temperature drops, gets better as the track weathers too.
Did he hit or did he wreck?
He got sideways off too.
Thank you. Yeah,
Nathan's definitely running down the leader.
I like it.
Yeah, he's getting a lot closer.
Still thinking of running long, John?
Not sure. It's only about 15 laps difference between long and optimal.
Oh, dang, those readings you gave us, Mike, those are for the car, weren't they? I mean,
Bye, Gerald.
For people who are most likely to wipe out.
Yep.
Clear. Just gather it up. You clear up to the wall.
Sorry about that. I got distracted by the car on the apron.
Doesn't mean become the car on the apron.
Yeah, 10-4.
And it's a tough call on pitting optimal. As you can see, folks are having a little bit of trouble.
Yep.
Hello. Moves low by 1. Clear.
Hoping if I just hang on Seth, he'll make a mistake.
On the other hand, I mean, folks are all separated out, and a single car isn't going to bring out a caution because we have such a big team field, so I'd put optimal.
Yeah, 10-4. That's 10 laps from now. And there's a lot to be gained.
Think about the wall and then you're going to race up?
By short pitting it. And it's not Dover, so we shouldn't go 2 laps down.
Yeah, you're about 3 seconds faster than your fastest lap right now, or 3 seconds slower.
3 or 2?
3.
Okay.
And Chicago is legendary for chewing up tires.
Yeah, 10-4. There goes Gerald again.
It's in the grass.
That's going to bring out a caution. No, he's in the grass.
This one saying we should pit optimal.
Yeah, exactly.
We're pitting optimal because everyone's spread out in a single center to the infield, of which there's a lot of room.
Talking to D-cars there, right? Mike?
Say hi.
Yeah. I think the optimal is the same for you, since it's just taking the number of laps and dividing it by 3.
10-4, yeah, I'll probably do that as well.
So yeah, I've given up a bunch of time to the front 2 here. But we'll just see if we can work on Gene's over these next few laps.
I know, I might stay out. Everyone's so spinning right now.
Got one in the grass.
Yeah, I see him. He's going in the pits now.
Well, I will say there's been about 10 or 15 people who have lost it and not brought out a caution, so the same.
Yeah, all it takes is one of them to hook it back right, and we got a yellow.
Looks like you got fresh tires coming from behind. He's
10-4.
looking high. Just hold your line. He's there by 1. He's pulling you clear.
Yep. Five laps, I'm gonna start working the brake bias over. Never mind, it's already there. I never put it back.
Did you practice entry on those tires?
Yep.
Good man.
Another thing you can do is just wait till you go lap down, but I guess they changed the rule. You're not worried about the B car leader. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just wondering that. If you guys land me, it doesn't matter, right? The truck.
Oh, 08 down to the apron. Back way up on the track. On the wall. Keep it low. Should be able to get him here on the straightaway.
Yeah, 10-4.
You're there. You're clear.
B car is actually tightening up here at the end of this run.
That was the other thing Nate and I found was that
low. He's got a nose in there.
if you run long enough, the B car just kind of levels out at about this point right here, so it doesn't get any slower than we are currently.
Yeah, it's just too much time to give up. Car high. 2. 1.
Mike or John, do you have a track temperature?
Still there.
Caution.
Please.
He got me. Yeah,
That's
track
what we
temp's
needed.
88.
Pick up.
Track temp 88.
Did you exit of 2? And put you on robo spot while I go to the little boy's room. Pace car on back straight. We got a car stopped in the middle of the track. Looks like a bad accident.
And right up into the leader.
Pit road is open.
Pit rid is open.
I thought you were holding the brakes down there, but
It's just super loose,
All
man,
right, Randy,
on
I
old
need you to
tires.
speed up past Seth here
I was on the brakes. It just
as quick as you can.
Excellent. With self-spin 77, first strike you will.
Can y'all go? Can y'all catch up? Thank you. Or not? Thank you. DJ, I was not passed by the, never mind.
I wheel hopped it.
Start looking for your sign. 5,
On that
4,
side.
3, 2, 1. Stop on the sign.
That brake bias back to normal here. Firefighter, how's it going? Welcome, man. Long time no see. All right, we're gonna restart fourth. Got to get a better restart than I've been getting. So that puts us at 90 to the end, basically another 45 lap run, a little bit less.
Oh, feels good, boy. Feels good. We needed
We
that.
got new tires. Right front 70, right rear 79.
71, 76.
Nice.
Seth never made a mistake up there.
Yeah, he's a real smooth driver.
Just try to keep the relative between us the same. Figured at some point he'd make a mistake. Never did.
Yeah, firefighter, I missed it. I missed whatever you said
You
earlier. I
did.
was really focused on the driving there. It's a handful.
Oh man, Davis, I scraped the wall and I already have more damage than you. I've got 27 seconds.
So what are we looking at, about pit lap 116 or 117 to cut it in half?
Yeah, I think that's about right.
What's the max that the trucks can make on fuel?
I got it to at least 55, but that was on a much cooler track too, so it's going to be different.
Yeah,
You
we
can
need a good
definitely cut
restart
the
this
run
time.
in half.
I've been asleep at the wheel on the
Yeah, for
restarts.
sure. I'm thinking that
And
we
we've
can
got
probably
the
go, like,
48's teammate
60.
is going to be able to count him down.
The B cars went 60, and the trucks usually go a little less than them because they're shaped like a brick.
Macon Willie, how's it going? Welcome.
How long was that last run that we just did?
Cody Sagal, I want to thank you again for the sub and the 5
It
gifted
was
subs,
like
man. I really
25
appreciate that.
to
That means a lot.
65, 40 laps or so.
It was a little over 40.
No one's got a
They were
YouTube
telling-
on
yeah, they were
Nathan's
telling
car.
me I had about 5 laps left.
Oh, that's Rogers A51 is the channel
Yeah, I think you
on
guys
the back
do
there.
50, and we're going to probably do about 58. What's the track temp?
Aaron
88?
Rodgers, another one of my teammates. He's running the 15 truck.
71.82.
Rence is 6th now.
Track temp is 86 degrees. We're getting near happy hour since the track is rubbering in and cooling down. These things were made to be at the finish.
Thanks,
Step
Cody.
on my
Appreciate that,
wheel
man.
Yeah, I pushed it way too hard on the start there.
But yeah, if
And
you
then
guys
once
go
I scrape the
subscribe
wall
to his
inside the
channel,
yard,
that'd be
we've
much
gotta ease off a
appreciated
little
as
bit.
well. So y'all can check him out at other times.
Yeah, my tire is,
Aaron and I have been
61,
streaming for about the
70.
same amount of time. Real good dude. It's awesome being on the team with him now.
Give me second gear.
10-4.
Well, maybe I wasn't
Let's
pushing
do this
too
thing.
hard. Been soaking them.
His car. Go, 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 go. Up a 48, low by 1. Low by 2. 1. Clear. Got the nose back in there. He's low by half. Still there. Got the 10 coming in with the nose. We need you to pinch him down a little bit more. He's on the apron.
10-4.
He's low by 1. By half. Still there by half. Still there. Still there. Yeah, it's going to be a little snug to start with the lower temperature. He's on the apron. On your door. Still there on your door. He's pulling you. Slow by half. Slow by 1. Clear.
Caution.
Woo, we made it. I didn't think we were going to. Normally I'd hit that.
Dog bomb there in 1, Aaron.
Alright, we're probably going to be checking up for the pace car.
Yeah, I'm
Head
pitting
cut
again.
down or get
That
plowed.
was enough laps I want to
Yeah.
pit.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're letting the pace car by here and back straight.
4 tires. No games until there's like 10 or 20 left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking stay out here.
You're fine, Ryan.
Nathan wants to stay out. I want to pit. It's a
What do you think of
different.
John Mike? He Bolt F4, he just blinked out and then came back right in front of me. John Mike, stay out?
No.
You tell him.
4 tires. 4 tires. Too early for
Yeah.
silly games.
Nah, your guys' call out saved me.
Yeah, 10-4, 16 washed up just a little bit, got into the 3. First strike yellow.
The guy who stayed out is a lonely, lonely man.
Start looking for your
Yes,
sign.
indeedy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop on the
How you
sign.
doing there, Chris?
I don't think Chris is an 851 chat.
Yeah, he might not be.
Like we got a bunch of two-tire takers.
I wish them the best of luck.
That was actually really smart, Aaron. I was gonna do it, but like, nah.
Actually, that might be a great
Listen to
idea
this.
for
That was
Aaron.
smart.
That puts all the B cars between him and the trucks. Like, that's a huge
Yeah,
advantage.
what was that, like 3 laps? So that's a good call, Aaron. I like it.
1.
I don't know. I don't like the call because you got a decent heat cycle on there.
It was a good call, Aaron. I love it. Only through 2 or 3 laps. It's gonna feel nice.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
that's,
Nate, I gotta
especially
take the
with the
bottom here,
truck
so
being tighter, I think it's a
I
better
think I
call
had
for
that
the
one.
truck than the B car.
Truck isn't tight, not that I recall.
All the guys that
that
drive in the
I'm
trucks
not
have
the
been
leader.
saying that they're pretty tight.
Hey, car stayed out.
Everybody's driving them wrong.
Fair enough. Alright, so I'm 6th in the class, but I should be 7th on this restart with Aaron up there, so that's good. Get the inside
Yeah.
line.
Aaron did Nathan a favor, making him restart third.
Oh yeah, and Aaron's gonna back that outside line up.
Oh, well, it's going to be real interesting.
This will be interesting.
Honestly, that would have been a perfect call for me now that I caught back up to the field.
Schildhouse is on 2 tires as well. He'd have to be, yeah.
See how great a call it is when I get run over.
Oh, David, see,
So Schildhouse has
your truck
recovered
was good,
from
David.
his
You don't have much damage at all.
1-lap
Comes in
penalty.
your left rear, but not bad.
Now he's trying to get some track position back. Alright, Mike, we're going to be on our toes for this one. This could get messy. All these different
We've been
strategies.
using the tar out of that money.
The good news is that David should get a really good start here because I'm going to pick the guy who's in 4th or 3rd in their class.
Let's find out.
So, be a 40-lap run from here, stuck on lap 120.
Yeah,
Lap 20 is optimal pit.
lap 120, yeah.
You said 120, yeah, 40-40.
Track temp's really coming down, so the cars should be a little bit snug, and the trucks, I don't care what anyone says, they're not tight.
Just wait on that
All right, guys, let's get caught up. Going green.
for Brett there and
We are officially half.
Yeah, we're down to 85 degrees temp now.
oh trucks, these things are gonna feel nice.
5, you're blinking all over the place.
Alright. Game face, let's get frosty.
Maybe another good restart, make sure you got second gear.
Yeah, 10-4.
You just want to follow the 48 past traffic and then pass the 38.
10-4.
Go, 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 go.
Late on the restart again, dang it.
Got the 60 outside. Inside by 1. Still there. Still there. Should be able to pull clear, clear, clear.
Yep.
Got the 10 looking low. He's not there, but he's going to try and take it. He's got a nose in there. Still there. He's down on the apron. Got you clear.
That's fine.
Car high by 1. Still by half. Forward.
Nate to the lead.
Run on the white line. Half. Forward. Still there. Still there on the door. He's backing out, cleared.
Thank you, Meredith.
Take it to the apron, don't let him toss you.
Yeah, 10-4. Seth is regretting those tires, I think.
Yeah, the heat cycle and wear and balance, I mean,
Yeah.
I'd make it later in the race, but not right now.
Yeah, there were only 1% wear, but that's enough.
Loosened up a little bit too, didn't it?
I want to go get him now while we still got that advantage. Did not copy.
Go ahead, Gerald. You wanted a lot worse than I do.
So watch your tight lap here.
I just stopped you there. I didn't get the battle.
Ricardo. Oh, by half. Here. Car high. On your door. Still there. Clear. No run.
It's the second time a guy's tried to block my run on the front straight by giving up their turn 1 entry. That time I was more ready for it. It didn't work well at all.
No, good to have that tool in the shed.
Yeah, 10-4. I think he's got a little bit of damage on the 48, doesn't he? Just a little wrinkle on the right front.
From up here it looks fine, so if he does, I'm not sure that it would hurt him too much.
Yeah, 10-4. I think that was net code. I don't think he actually got it.
That call worked out great for Aaron. He's holding on to his lead. Probably took so long for them to get back up to him with the tires equalized a little bit.
Yeah, that was why I was really liking that call. That gap that he put between them I figured would be valuable. Missed that corner a little bit. A little too high on entry that time through 3 and 4.
Pretty wide, David. Get ready.
That's either net code or Gene's hitting the wall off too.
Nah, he's getting real close on my side, isn't it?
10-4.
I'm assuming Josh Fine will wall today.
Nate's walking away a little bit.
Now, if this thing goes green the rest of the way, you can pretty much bag it up for him.
Yeah, 10-4.
What? Me? You scored me going into 1.
That guy needs to chill out. I didn't damn touch you.
Chris has moved up to 4th.
Race control just chilled him out for him.
Someone losing it on the mic or that's the driver?
Ryan Hill. Yeah, he lost it on the mic. It is 2 laps in a row he's staying stuff, so RC muted his mic.
Yeah, it was a pinch, but I gotta go.
Car high. Still there. He's pulling you a little bit.
Yeah. That was probably the wrong way to do the pass. Just trying to keep him nervous.
We'll set him up proper here in the lap or two.
Yeah, 10-4.
John, these things are gonna start.
The first connection on the 56.
Car high. By half. By one. Still there. Takes to the apron. He's still there. He's on the apron with you. He's coming up. By half. Still has a nose in there. Clear no run.
There we go. Third place.
Get that run, but rear tires gave out right by the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw him twitch there.
The two tires are starting to loosen up now.
Didn't get 3 and 4 the way that I needed to there.
Sounds like a good strat to me.
Give me a nice calm 1-2.
It's just so hard to pass here too. Presence is everything.
James, if you spend half as much time looking at your windshield as you do your rear, you might actually find some speed.
Whoa, man, tempers are flaring.
It's getting spicy.
Real spicy.
That's the brawler. Well, I made the truck to brawl, so...
That's awesome that that seems to be working.
I've done a way better job setting my tires this time.
And I can't imagine if the V-car drivers getting on there because we're all spread out.
Yeah, 10-4.
I fell all the way back.
20 laps until our pit window.
And we gotta make our hay in the last 10 laps of the run when it's loose.
Yeah, 10-4.
Did you listen to the interview?
And still holding strong in first in the truck class.
10-4. Closing in on the 08.
And I think the 6 took more care of his tires this run than the last long run.
So will.
Yeah, 10-4. 8 should be just as tough a pass for him as he was for me, though.
Obviously not intended, but...
Yeah, but as the 8 showed, most people can't drive a loose race car, so you wait long enough, the 08 is liable to make a mistake.
Shoved me right up the track, like, I couldn't do nothing.
6 got by the 8.
Yeah, let me try it again then.
Nah, I don't think it'll happen twice that way.
08 knows you're coming. 08 knows you're coming. He's driving pretty hard on that exit.
10-4. I think the 6 was no easier on his tires, personally.
Alright, guess I was wrong. You're chasing that weight transference all the way to turn 1.
Yeah, 10-4.
Yeah, you gotta get that thing as straight as possible on exit.
I got a little bit loose that time.
I was putting way too much on exit.
That cost me a little time. We're fine, though.
Baby the throttle out.
Yeah, 10-4. All right.
Good job getting up there to third, John.
Yeah, 10-4.
Oh, long run, John. Getting it done.
That's not a bad nickname.
I'm thinking about short pitting this.
I don't know that I'd want to short pit it. It's debatable whether I even want to pit it optimal.
I'd pit optimal, we got it. I mean, temperature's coming down, it's hard to drive, but it's not as hard to drive.
Yeah, 10-4.
And the trucks just aren't going to get nearly so loose as they did last long run.
10-4.
Chris, have you moved up or are you still running the bottom?
I moved up. I mean, just in 1 and 2 right now.
I'm running the bottom.
Looking high, he's there. He's running the white line, coming up by half, by 1. Careful on your exit. So we got a move in there. He's high by half. Still there. By half. Still there, he's on the apron with you. He's coming up. By 1. Half. Still there by 1. Half. Door. On your door. Still there on your door. Got the 8 coming after him.
Yeah, 10-4, I see him.
He's coming up by half. Clear. Gotta run. Back out. Clear to the wall.
Whew.
Alright, let's gather it up.
Yeah, 10-4.
Just lots and laps. We'll get him on the pit stop.
Got a truck on the apron here.
Yep, cooler's damaged. He's staying down there. He's clear. Stay high. Stay high. Clear. Run your line. Yep, really don't think the 6 took care of its tires. He just put together a couple good laps there.
Yeah, 10-4. Kicking myself for making that one mistake. It's alright.
Well, so far it's only one mistake you've made. The people around you have made 5 or 6.
With you, John?
Yeah, 10-4.
And another reason to pit optimal is everyone could easily do the math in their head that it was 40 laps to pit.
Yeah, 10-4. Someone's gonna gamble, though.
These guys in front of me looks like they're gonna wipe out.
Yeah, Nathan, be careful. Jeremy's hit the wall coming out of 4 the past 3 laps.
before they spin.
Ah, damn, Nathan is just gone.
Yeah. I can match his lap times here and there, but he's consistently quicker than I am.
You're running great, Jimmy.
I got an early takedown for pitting.
Yeah.
I think some people are just trying mercy and coming in.
Realize payaway is a real thing. We made some good driving adjustments.
Now, what are you guys thinking, John and Mike?
We're going optimal. I think too many people are going to do the same thing. And there's been like, for every 24 single spinners, there's been one caution.
Alright, optimal's in like 5 laps. A little bit more.
Yeah, 10-4. I could probably afford to go a couple laps later.
I keep it to 1 lap.
It's like 121.
You're about 2.5 seconds off of your fastest lap, I believe.
10-4, thanks.
At the 8th look. Nope. Car high. Too wide. Car high. Clear.
Just stepped out on me a little bit. Dang it all.
All right, Davis, I'm below you here. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Reed.
We're almost right on the front stretch.
Got one in the grass.
Stuff like that makes me nervous about our pit strategy. Just saying.
Yeah, but the thing is there's so much room.
Yeah, that's true.
Folks were racing each other hard. I changed my tune real quick, but it's spread out all the way around the track.
10-4. 3 laps.
We'll probably see some undercuts.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get their hands on that rubber.
Two laps. I'll switch over to driver so that I can call it out.
I'm sure you got get your brake bias set.
Yeah, it's set. I did that a couple laps ago.
Remember your training.
Right.
I don't want to hold you up here, Carol. When you get to me, I'll let you go.
Karunchi, what's going on? Alright, we'll pit next lap.
Hello. Clear.
So are we doing that straight, or I think I'm going to, guys. We start to lose.
Alright, we're pitting this time. 27 pitting.
Nice and easy in. Remember those tires are warm. Don't slide your box.
Yo, John, stay out.
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Dang it.
Who's against the wall? Keep it low.
Alright.
Did I say that in time?
Yes, thank you.
He just said it on my stream. I'm like, I'm just gonna let him go. Then the caution comes out like,
all right, I'm going to use the men's room. Pace car is into the back straight.
Yeah, 10
Yeah, I was wondering when your rear tire's going to drop out, fall off. You were driving it pretty hard off over there.
yeah, I hit the transfer a couple times too, like the wrong way. There's like a little bump in the middle. And then I kept crossing seams at bad times.
Yeah, pitting optimal seems to almost never make sense in this series.
Sometimes I got to your rear bumper, and all of a sudden I just lost grip coming out forward twice. I get to your rear bumper and just, obviously, just no grip. Like, what the heck?
Alright, so we're going to have to come around the
That is
41.
on the 11 truck, self-spent, first strike yellow.
Start looking for your sign. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop on the sign. Too far forward. Back it up. Back it. All right. Stop right there. Perfect.
Dang it.
Go, man, go. Hard, hard, hard. Pit road speed.
Might actually work out for us to
You
be
got to go
fifth.
through my car there.
Yeah, and I let the 24 come up, so.
Yeah, that's weird.
But I probably could have been third. I should have been able to beat the 08 out there, but I messed up my pit stop. Dang it. Well, I got to get a good restart this time. I haven't been able to get a good restart all race. I slid my box barely. I was barely long in mine. I thought I was in there perfect, but nope.
Sorry there, Aaron, we were down to like 44 there.
Yeah, it's because I had friggin'... we got in there quick, but there was a big gap. I just wanted to use it all up, and we got into pit road way over 50.
Transfer.
I mean, I rolled through my box. I don't know if you had a problem there, but...
All right.
Hey, Seth, I'll be taking the bottom here, man. It's been good racing with you today.
Yep, 10-4, good stuff.
Go get this, Nathan. Go get it, John. Go get it, Aaron.
All right, I'm guessing a good number of those are waiver rounds.
Yeah,
Chris
10-4.
Carroll sucks, yeah.
Yeah, I slid my backs a little bit, so we lost a
He
spot.
doesn't have a shot.
Very disappointed in you, Randy.
Go get this thing, Nathan.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. We got a nice long run.
Aaron, Chris, we got makings of a good day, boys. Let's finish this thing out.
When Chris gets rolling, I don't talk to him. If 2 A51 cars win, remember to line up nose to nose on the start-finish line. The
All
crazy
right.
thing is, Chris got involved in a big wreck in the beginning of this race, and he's still running up there. Oh, that's a bummer. Not a bummer he got in the wreck, but that he's running well.
That's a good teammate there, Nathan Jurgenson.
John, have you restarted in first at all today?
I haven't, have you?
One time, it seemed okay, but the track's a little bit cooler now maybe than it was then. Actually, what is the track then?
82.
Oh yeah, so these things are going to be tight. I'm gonna try starting in first. Do you want a countdown? I know you can't go through.
All right, guys, let's get it caught up here. Go green.
I don't know about that first.
Yeah, I'm going to restart in second. Nah, just do you, man. We're good. Well, actually, I don't know. Either way.
Let's do that countdown. 2, 1.
car low.
Almost forgot about not changing lanes there.
That was close.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to say anything on that one. We're clear all around.
I stayed above the white line. I should be fine.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, habits.
Here come a bunch of B cars in. Be ready.
Watch your tight lap.
Yeah, we can use the apron on oval.
Thank you.
I remember these tires still got to last 40 laps.
Yeah, 10-4.
Fight him, Jimmy. Get him. Yeah, Keith is burning his stuff.
Digging for everything I got right now, just trying to put good laps together.
Keep the tires on. I know 3 people in front of you don't have a history of doing that.
All right, Zibby, hold on.
10-4.
I might be able to get my nose on them here soon.
Oh boy. That netcode difference, every time they come off the corner, it looks like they're hitting the wall. It seems like they're really putting everything that they've got into it. As they should be. Use up every inch of that racetrack.
Field's pretty spread out.
10-4. Doesn't look spread out from where I'm sitting.
Wow. Present party excluded.
It almost looked like Gerald got into the 8 there.
It was close.
Yeah, the 8 was wiggling on my screen.
Oh man, I thought he was going back up the track for sure.
See who wins this battle here, 08 or 8. I think the 8's got him.
Oh boy, here comes big battles. Get a couple more 851 trucks in top 5.
Hope Nathan's just taking it easy and pacing the gap.
Yeah, 10-4.
Clear.
Did you practice the late apex?
Every time I laid apex, that happened.
Well, it's just a late trick bag in case we get a caution.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I did practice it some. It just doesn't work for me on old tires because if it's loose, you just go around.
Yeah, no, this would be more if we restarted with like 10 to go. It shreds the tires, absolutely shreds them.
Oh man, I didn't realize Rence was a lap down to me. I thought we were heading to the top 5.
Oh, a big mistake.
Yeah, the 08 made a good save there. That cost him a bunch of track position. Feels like it's starting to get a little bit light in the rear now. Definitely more grip with the cooler temp.
I wish I had a brake pedal.
20 to go.
Excuses, Nathan. The man makes the car, alright?
Well, I got loose there, but the 6 got more loose.
That's what's the problem.
Yeah, 10-4.
Listen to those tires.
Truck clean this bar. No jinx.
Can't get it rotated in 3. I almost lost it.
Oh boy.
High. Clear. Hopefully Nathan can gather that up and work the loose laps.
Yeah, 10-4. Coming up on 16 to go. Yeah, the 11 was in wrecked it earlier. He was the most recent caution, I think, actually. He's pretty banged up. Half second separating each of us in the top 4 right now.
It is gaining on Nathan slowly, but he's driving pretty hard to do it.
Yeah, 10-4. I don't expect anything less out of him.
Yeah, I'm just hoping his tires give out before he gets to Nathan.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping both their tires give out and I can get back by both of them.
Let's focus on the switch first. And don't even focus on him, just your line.
10-4. Got 13 to go.
How's everybody feeling?
My car actually feels pretty neutral. Not loose or tight, just pretty good.
Well, dig whatever you can out of it.
He's good for
10-4.
5 laps and he's done.
That 6 and 8 battle, that time you got the wall.
That was a, yeah. He walled it that time, for sure.
That's gonna hurt the handling bad.
That might bring out a caution. Nope.
Seth and I both used our stuff up here, John.
I'll run you down if I can.
I got my lucky Theodore shirt on right now.
Yeah, Randy and I have matching. Yeah, Randy and I have matching shirts. Let's do this thing. Last 10 laps.
Why don't you go help Nathan out by passing that 8?
I'm working on it.
Oh.
I think that was netcode again. He didn't slow down.
Ooh, yeah, that time.
No.
Yeah, that time he just got loose.
I'm amazed it was not. He was parked right on the line.
Come on. 9 to go.
Caution right about now would do us some good.
No, I don't want to caution at all right now. I don't think.
That's true.
They've been better than me on new tires. I want the tires exactly like they are.
Yeah, but it's going to be a tall order to catch Nathan.
It's true, but right now, if I can get second, I'll be very happy with a 1-2. Start cutting into his points lead. Right before we go to tracks where I'm even better than I am here.
We got a Brian Zimmerman on the hunt.
7 to go.
I'm going to say hi, Nathan.
Thanks, Tom.
Got a little loose there. We're fine. I'll say my thank yous after the race.
So that's clear.
6 to go. We gotta get him.
Just keep that pressure on. No mistakes. Car hot. On your door. By 1. Half. Door. 1. Take to the apron. Please.
I don't think anybody does.
Great call there.
And just take care of your exits.
Yeah, 10-4.
John, awesome job, man.
Ain't over yet. 4 to go.
Hey Nathan, why don't you come back here and give us a kiss?
If there's team orders, you tell me.
No, there are no team orders. No, 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 no. Absolutely not.
Oh, you too good to kiss Nathan? Kidding.
My guess is John don't want to win one that way.
Correct.
Ah, we all know it was a joke.
Yeah, just confirming. 3 to go.
I can't even get Nathan to let me buy in practice.
I know, right?
Mike, what do you think? Pit this time?
3 laps, putting 3 laps.
Let's hope the pit box is right here in the front, Chris.
2 to go. 2 to go.
Just focus on those exits. Build that throttle slow.
I'm just taking it real easy here.
Coming off white flag, white flag. Last lap. Got a little gap to work with. We got a truck to worry about.
Thanks, Jake.
Nah, we're not gonna get too long. Looks like the 8's just backing it down to finish.
10-4.
Nice and easy, 2, 3, and 4.
Thanks.
Good race.
Junior, you run this.
Good win.
That's an 851-1-2, boys.
Good job, guys.
Heck
Nice
yes.
driving, Nathan. Doing it with 1 pedal.
A good win, Ryan?
Yep. Congrats, man. That was a great race.
That was awesome. Thank you, Mike.
Good race, all. I'm going to need top 3 from each division to report to Podium eSports Discord for your victory lane interviews.
And got a second.
No,
Oh,
Nathan,
heck
I got
yeah.
that straight away.
That's an awesome
I did
night
not
for
win.
us.
And Chris got 5th.
Rick, you better check that replay one more time.
Chris got 5th in a wrecked truck.
Who won this thing? Was that you, John?
Gonna say you might want to do the same.
Nah, Nathan's first. I'm second. Stephen Coate, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
In there, Blake.
Yeah, you too, man. That was fun.
Yo, awesome job.
I was getting so loose off the corner.
Seth, great racing, man. That was really fun. Lap cars, appreciate y'all giving us room. I didn't say thank yous then. I was too busy with the wheel in my hands.
Yeah, great racing there, David.
All right, I'm going to go watch the interviews, man. Good job again.
Yeah, 10-4.
I got inside of you the one time and I couldn't get back to you.
Good race from you there, Keith.
What a race. That was intense. That thing was a handful the whole way.
I could get up to you, but there was get around you.
Close enough.
Go get the screen. I want to see this pass. Well, we gained at least 1 point on him. With that, and if he got a 2x from hitting the wall at any point, then we gained more than that. Yeah, I get to interview. I got to hurry up and make myself look professional here. I didn't even realize that the foot cam messed up again. There it is. We're back. Yay. Happy feet. Mike called a great race. Cautions made it the strategy easy, but yeah, we were able to get Seth on the long run, took care of our tires a little bit better than he did. It felt really, really good. So I'm gonna go sit in the waiting room here, and yeah, let me.
Thanks, man. So what happened to you? You didn't win that race? You were leading it on the last lap, but didn't win it?
Definite for a second while we finish up our actually getting the screenshot. I'll do this.
Nathan, take
we
the
got
break
the
off.
The result you'll get.
That's weird, man. Well,
Take it out of gear.
Play stupid
Watch
games,
that
win
replay.
stupid prizes. Honestly,
yeah, but sorry, man.
it sucks, but you know what? It is what it is. I worked for that one, so I still beat him. Same result.
That was a fun race, guys.
Dude, me and Derek were side by side for 20 laps, didn't touch, but you know he wants to pull some BS move at the end and then cry about it when it didn't work. That's what was the benefit of him holding me up? It changed absolutely nothing. He was just playing with fire, and he got
What
wrecked.
lap was that?
Last
we'll take a
lap.
look at it. Last lap? I'll take a look.
Last lap.
I went and looked at it again. I think you were expecting him to go down, and when
I
he
was.
didn't, it was just because
You're
he
not
just
wrong.
committed just to keep you high.
Yeah,
Which
that's what
I
he
do.
was going to do. That's what he said on stream, is I wasn't going to the bottom. I was just going to run the middle. And my opinion on that is, you want to run the middle when it benefits you zero, you going to pay the consequence. I can't see at all. I was side by side with him. I can't see that you're holding me up.
I appreciate y'all doing that though.
Yeah, I know, right? Good win.
That's how you get your first win on Podium. Just watch the first two wreck.
Oh, Ryan, you won that one, man? Congratulations,
Yeah.
dude. Well done. Dude, Seth, that was a fun battle with you, man.
Yeah, that was good stuff. I think I was just overdriving it there at the end. I think I was quicker than that, but it was so dang loose there on the long run.
Yeah, I think you might have just burned your stuff up a little bit. I was a little bit more patient in the middle part of that run and just smoother on my exits. But I was really worried when you were able to run me down at the end of the previous run with older tires than I had. Yeah, you were stout, dude. That was fun. You should be... Yeah, and with the 77, I know you hate that with your teammate, but you got a pretty comfortable points lead right now. I'm going to be coming for you, though.
Oh, I'm sure. Aren't we going to Darlington next?
Darlington, Rockingham, and Motegi are the last three.
Darlington ought to be really fun.
Yeah, it will.
I'm going to get a mess. You just stuck my own car.
Maybe I should take these winnings and buy a new motor so y'all stop bitching.
Yeah, you get yourself some better connectivity there, man.
Yeah. Like, it only affects iRacing in Podium. That's it. Everything else, that's fine.
I'm not sure it's even internet. If your bars aren't acting out, you could be.
I doubt it's my computer. I just spent $3,000 on building this thing.
It could be the router. Oh wow! Was he like trying to hold you high there?
on his stream, his words were, I wasn't going to the bottom. I was going to run the middle. And it's like, okay, go for it.
That's a
Why would you do that?
That's a
It's
weird
not
move.
smart.
Yeah,
It
because
just-
you're.
It didn't make sense. Why would I expect him to do something that does not benefit? It didn't change anything. It changed nothing.
And you can't see that he's not going down there. You're going to go down like he's going down there.
Yep, I couldn't see him at all, and that's the whole thing. I went back the lap before. We were both much lower than that. At that point on the track, we were much lower. So he definitely helped me out, and he admitted to it. Like that was his plan, and it's like, okay, well.
Ryan with the power slide.
I'm gonna watch this, Garrett.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
It made no sense. I can't expect you to do something out of the ordinary like that changed nothing. It didn't benefit him to do it. It made no sense. It wasn't like he was battling for the high side. It wasn't like I was blocking. You know what I mean? He was literally just holding me up in the middle of the straightaway for zero.
Yeah.
Do you race with triple screens there, Garrett? Yeah, he's right in the blind spot.
He's literally right in the blind spot when he does it. That's a low percentage. I would say it's a low percentage move.
I don't like that move. Too many guys race on single screens. I never assume. I try never to do anything out of the ordinary like that. Because coming to the checkers, one thing. Coming to the white, still too early to do something.
Oh, look at that. Rence got 5th. Nice job, Rence, man. That's awesome.
Even though I'm more troopers, I couldn't see him. It doesn't really matter. Like, in no situation is that a good idea, especially when you're the second. If you're the leader, go for it. I can see you.
Yeah.
You were
right.
He can see your nose. He can see your nose. He knows what you're doing. You can't see him.
Exactly.
I feel like the car out front kind of gets to dictate where the pair goes.
That's the difference.
Yeah, that's just a weird move.
In real life, I see the car. If the car's out front, I see them do that. I never see them do that if they're trailing on the quarter. I mean, that's just unless you have a real life spotter, that little mirror on your corner, you're not going to see that.
Even if you have a real life spotter, like for the spotter to be able to react and say, "Oh, he's going to try to hold you high here," like I don't know. Yeah, that's a weird one, in my opinion.
John Theodore and John, long run there at the end. I have to believe the longer that went green, the more the grin grew on your face because we know how much you love long runs. So how much did the car come to you, especially in that final 20-25 lap stint?
That final, that last, I think we got a 37 lap run at the end or something like that. It was a good long one. But yeah, no, that was definitely played to my strengths. That was a lot of fun. Seth and Gerald are awesome racers, and yeah, I felt like they had a little bit on me on the short run, but the longer the run ran on, especially if I was managing my right rear, it seemed to really play to my strengths for sure. So pretty awesome to get a Team A51 Pro 1-2 there. That was awesome.
It was something that Nathan mentioned when we talked to him just a moment ago. And how big is that? We've seen V-Speed do it more than a few times already over the course of the season. So now to get A51 their moment in the sun, what do you think that says about you? What do you think it says about the team and the way you all have progressed? As we know, you've got ambitions to get a lot of people in Road to Pro next year in 2020.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think that it's really just a testament to our work ethic, our practice regimen, the way that we practice together. We race each other super hard and really push each other in practice, and that pays off in the race because when we get into the race, when we're in dicey situations and in situations where we have to race someone hard, we've been in those situations a lot in practice, and it helps, really keep us calm and focused on doing what we need to do in those situations. So it definitely helps out a lot. Definitely a testament to the strength of the team as a whole. And we're looking forward to more finishes like this going forward.
I have a feeling it should be a lot of fun to see what you all come up with in the final few races of this season. But before we let you go, as always, a moment to send your thank yous, your shout outs, and let the people know who makes it happen for you in the number 27 car.
Absolutely. As always, huge shout out to Corey Bush. You know, it's just awesome to have someone that I believe in so much that I want to put him on my race car and promote him every chance I get. So, you know, we're just going to keep the work, the volunteer team. It's a volunteer-led campaign, no corporate donations. So we're just getting out there, knocking the doors, doing the work, and hopefully, you know, we're going to see her on C-SPAN come 2020. Or 2021 actually would be when she'd be inaugurated. But yeah, so shout out to those guys. Thanks to my teammates, everyone at Team A51 Pro. Real good night for us. And yeah, big shout out to Mike Seal, my spotter. Did a great job calling it all night. So on to Darlington.
Have to believe that might be a first for an iRacing broadcast, a C-SPAN reference of all things. But no surprise there with John Theodore coming in and talking to us. As always, a big thanks to you, John, for your time. Congratulations on your top run tonight, and we'll see you, well, I guess, next week from Brands Hatch or wherever we are?
Yeah, Brands Hatch in the Road Series, and then 2 weeks after that, or 2 weeks from now, is Darlington for this series.
Says everything that we need to know that you've got the schedule nailed down better than me at this point.
So, I have to run them. I have to know when I'm practicing and where I'm going.
Fair. That's a valid point. So, John, as always, thanks for the time. We'll catch you next week.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
John.
That was a mess. They're going to rerun that, though, race, though, right?
Yeah, but not for points. Then I got caught up with James Dowen, who messaged me afterward. I'm not going to go.
All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut the recording in the stream here now that the interview is done. Let's back out of this thing and pull up the final results here. And I'll be on my way. Racer 417, yeah, I agree. It's a weird move. I don't know that he did anything terribly wrong, but my best way of describing it, like I said, is that is a low percentage move. You're risking a whole lot with a low probability of gaining much. So I'm not a huge fan of the move. I wouldn't, you know, it is what it is. Ultimately it didn't benefit him or Garrett too much. It cost them both, but that's what it is. He's probably regretting the move right now. Feels sillier than any of us. Wink and Willie, thank you, man. Yeah, that was a heck of a race. That was a lot of fun. So big congrats. Awesome job to my teammate Nathan Jurgenson getting that win. Led 98 laps. Just once he got the lead, he was in pretty good control of that race, and that was cool to see. We finished 1.4 seconds back, nearly the same average lap time as he had there, and got Seth by 0.2 of a second. So second place. 0 incident points for us. He got 2. So that means that not only are we going to gain a point on him there, we're going to gain 2 points for having the bonus points for no incidents. So that's going to be a big help to us in the standings. We should be, I believe, 17 back now, and should also be comfortably in second place, given that Chris Simard had that terrible finish with his bad luck there. So thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all are fantastic. If you like this video, please do click that like button, hit subscribe, head over to twitch.tv/John_A_Theodore, and also just a friendly reminder, the Good Luck Have Fun referral link is in the description below this video, !GLHF in my Twitch chat will give you that as well. So if you feel like taking the pledge, please do it through my link so that we can climb this channel up on the leaderboard. Thank you guys very much, and peace out.